13 On Your Sidelines MVP of the Week is sponsored by Mario Flores, Van Dyke Mortgage of West Michigan.
All right, here we go, Matt Guard. Hit us with that drum roll. This is the moments we have looked forward to since week 1 of the season.
Yeah, Jacob, it is time to announce the nominees for this year's 13 On Your Sidelines MVP of the year.
All right, we're going to start with a guy who really comes as no surprise. You knew it was coming. East Kentwood quarterback Cade Kaufman, the Michigan State commit. Between his performance on the air and on the ground, he's put up more than 2,300 total yards and 32 total touchdowns for the Falcons.
And up next, we've got Lowell quarterback Logan Dawson. He did most of his damage on the ground. 28 of his 41 touchdowns came rushing. He also put up nearly 2,300 total yards this year.
Number 3, we'll head over to Kellogg'sville. Running back Keontae Gibson. He was a huge part of the Rockets' historic turnaround this season. The running back put up more than 1,600 total yards and 19 total touchdowns all year. Kellogg'sville qualified for the playoffs for the first time since 2017.
And speaking of running backs, Jacob, here's another one for you. London Hampton. He led Kenowa Hills to a historic season on this year. More than 1,500 rushing yards and 26 total touchdowns on the year, leading the Knights to their best season since 2009.
And finally, we're going to round out our list with Forest Hills Northern quarterback Owen Ostapo. He's another run-first quarterback who put up insane numbers on the ground. He had more than 2,000 total yards and 30 total touchdowns in just 12 games. Matt, it's going to be hard. Normally we have 4 for MVP of the week. This is going to be 5. Going to open up later tonight. Going to go until later into next week. And I'm excited, but I have no clue who the good people are going to vote for.
Yeah, and I don't want to sway anybody. Those are all tremendous athletes. But, I just want to reiterate how much, we go into this to trying to make sure that it's fair. We reach out to coaches and athletic directors. We covered 62 schools this year at least one time, and we made a point of reaching out to all of them in some way, either a coach or an athletic director, and saying, hey, do you have somebody that you would like to nominate for an MVP? And then, Jacob, we went so far as to, once we got the stats, we blacked out the names and the schools. We have
fun doing this.
Yes, we wouldn't be biased anyway, but we really wanted to make sure this was a fair fight. So we took all the possibilities out, we redacted the names, and we kind of sat in front of the computer together once we decided who was going to make it. The stats, we were looking at the stats, and then we revealed the names one by one. It was a lot of fun.
Matt, and I want to give a shout out to back-to-back 13 On Your Sidelines MVP of the year, Jaden Terry. I know he wanted the three-peat this year. Unfortunately, suffered a season-ending injury for Granville pretty early in the season, but big things ahead certainly for Terry going to Ferris State next season. But we're going to get a new winner this year, which is very exciting.
It is exciting. You're right. Shout out to Tank Terry. I think that had he not gotten injured, he would absolutely be on this list. Yeah. And I got some breaking news, Jacob. Talk about, I know this show is at 11 o'clock at night, but in the 11th hour, I finished the web story for this. So it is up right now. You can go to 13onyourside.com right now and vote for your favorite now that you know the nominees.
All right, you know it. Get your vote in. You have until next week. Let your voice be heard for your 13 On Your Sidelines MVP of the season. Plenty to come still here on Sidelines. We head to Division 4 next, where Grand Rapids Christian traveled to Portland tonight to take on the Raiders. Plus, Vikings versus Vikings for the second straight week. Whitehall makes the grand voyage to Saginaw to try and pillage and plunder against Swan Valley. And as we go to break, a shout out to Lasco Services for sponsoring 13 On Your Sidelines Protector of the Week. On next week's show, we're going to tell you who is our Protector of the Year.